Hi, I'm Jason, the Business Development Manager here at the Realty Medics, and we are going to start a new series where we interview various team members in the company so you get a little more in-depth knowledge, a little more understanding of who they are and where they're coming from. So, to start with, some of you may be asking, what is that thing on your face, Jason? I am actually starting a Magnum PI fan club, so you are all welcome to join. Just let me know. But today we are going to interview Lisa Lozano. So, hi, Lisa.
Hi. I definitely want to be a part of that fan club because, Magnum PI was filmed in my birthplace, actually.
Well, that's cool. I actually had a question about that. So let's start out. What do you do with the company, Lisa?
Sure. So I'll tell you where I started. I actually started as a front desk receptionist. So I was there to greet and just basically anything related front desk wise, receptionist or helping tenants and owners and directing, things of that nature. So I was there for a while and then I started helping in the leasing department. So now in my 5th year, I am the leasing manager and onboarding manager as well. I oversee that department.
All right. And Lisa, where are you from originally?
I am originally from where they filmed Magnum PI on Oahu. So I was born in Honolulu. And I was there until I was about 15 and then moved to New England. Talk about a culture shock, so weather shock, everything shock. So yeah, and then ended up in Florida about 24 years ago.
What brought you down here?
So my sister and I were just totally tired of New England weather. So though I appreciate the fall foliage and the beauty of the snow, sunshine and warmth is pretty much where we grew up. So we were like, Florida's somewhere in between, so let's go there. So we just picked up and we didn't even have jobs.
Wow.
We just picked up and moved.
And what do you miss most about the Northeast?
I miss the autumn, actually. I really do miss the fall time. It is a beautiful time of year. In fact, when I do choose to go back, I usually go around that time.
Awesome. So tell us, what do you do outside of the Realty Medics? What are your hobbies? What are you passionate about?
Yeah, so lately I'm passionate about long distance hiking, walking, because I am planning a hiking trip in about 3 months and it's quite a distance. So yeah, I've been doing that on my off time. I like to practice yoga and I love to read and spend time with my kids.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's dive into this hike. Whereabouts are you going, Lisa?
Well, since you asked, I will be hiking the Grand Canyon, which has been on my bucket list since 2018 when I first went to visit. So our boss, one of the owners, Ben, he's going to be hiking it and I'm going to be hiking it alongside him with other property management companies throughout the United States, and we are hiking for a cause as well. So yep, training has been pretty intense.
That is awesome. That's the rim to rim to rim.
Rim to rim to rim. Fingers crossed.
I think it's about 25 miles a day.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite movie of all time, Lisa?
Oh man, I have to just pick one.
I will allow you 2. Top 2.
Okay. I love Dirty Dancing. I love that
Oh,
movie.
brother. Of course.
That's one of my favorite. Gosh, I don't even know. There's just so many. I'm trying to think. Dirty Dancing is one of my go-tos. And I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pick an 80s movie because I'm love 80s movies.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Breakfast Club.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Part of the Brat Pack.
Yep.
All right. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Beach. Okay. And what does a perfect weekend look like for you?
Honestly, just kind of getting up and just wherever the day takes me type of thing. That is a perfect weekend for me because that just means I have nothing pending and I'm just gonna see where it goes. But normally it's probably either going to the beach or I like to hike, so finding a trail. Spending time with my family.
Okay. Family, you mentioned children. How many children do you have?
I have 3, actually.
And how many of those 3 have worked at the Realty Medics before?
2. One is currently still here. She's a property manager. But yes, 2 of my adult children have worked here. And I have a son. He's my baby. He's 15. He just turned 15, so.
Oddly enough, at one point, I think 20% of the workforce at the Realty Medics was Lozanos. We're Lozanos.
I think so.
All right. So we talked about this. You were in the military at one point, right?
I was. So I served in the Navy Reserves for 8 years, and that was an amazing experience. And yeah, at the time, actually, this was my spouse who I was married at the time, and he was military, and it just got really tough. So I didn't renew my contract and spent 8 years, but it was an amazing experience.
Where'd you do boot camp?
In Chicago. They call it Great Lakes, aka Great Mistakes. That's where I did boot camp.
Scale of 1 to 10, how hard was it?
Oh, it was hard. It was hard. Mentally, I was able to do it. Physically, that was probably the hard. I would say some of the like swimming things. I don't know, 1 to 10, like overall experience, hard wise. Yeah, I would say like an 8 or a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
So, kind of a loaded question here. Do you have any involvement with any charities at the moment? Family Promise.
Besides Family Promise?
Family Promise.
Yes, Family Promise, actually. We are involved here as a company with Family Promise, and then The Hike actually is another charity.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's two. So, shameless plug with Family Promise. We are working with a charity that feeds needy people and provides housing as well. So next week on the 27th, we are going to be feeding the needy and
prepping meals.
And then we have a golf tournament that proceeds will be going to Family Promise as well.
Yes, that's awesome.
Pretty exciting. If you could travel to any country tomorrow, expenses fully covered, where would it be?
Greece. That's like, I want to
Didn't hesitate.
No, because that's on my bucket list, and that's like at the top of my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Greece, hands down.
And let's say you walk out of this office, you find a winning lottery ticket. You can officially retire. What do you do with the money?
Wow. So I put some aside for my 3 kids, of course. I'd probably make sure that my parents and my sister and her family are taken care of. And I mean, I honestly would just travel probably with the money after that. Yeah, I traveled just to see as many places as I possibly could. I would like to donate some money to some charitable causes that I'm passionate about as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You mentioned 80s earlier.
Yeah.
Best musical artist or group from the 80s.
Why?
That's
There's
our
like
genre.
so many.
Come on,
Oh
come
my
on. You know what you
God.
listen to.
So they're kind of late 80s, but it was NKOTB,
Oh.
New Kids on the Block. That was my
I
group.
meant real bands.
So they were, I actually like met them. So yeah.
Oh, didn't you?
I totally like put myself in that.
You did. You
Yeah.
did. Didn't you almost have a date with one of them?
Oh my gosh, I wish I could say I did. However, Mark Wahlberg at the time he was kind of like traveling with them. So we met them twice, and I actually met Mark Wahlberg at the time. And yeah, I might have got a phone call from him. Just saying, at some point.
That's great. And last question here. How many windows are in New York City?
What?
Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin there.
How many windows are in New York City?
I have no idea. Like, I don't even know. 500 million.
24.3 million.
Okay.
Approximately.
So I was a
There's
little bit more.
various reports out there. But
Wow.
anyway, thank you for joining us. I hope you got to know a little bit about Lisa today, and we will do this again next week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.